I wanted to come back today and go ahead and have this discussion. And I feel kind of like I'm making this video ahead of time, like I should wait possibly for some more info to come out, and that's just my Virgo nature because we are controlling like that. Like we want to know everything so we can size it together and put it together and make a final analysis. But so much has happened with this situation. I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it now. So, and what I may say in this video may surprise a lot of you, especially about me, the way I feel about certain things that I'm going to discuss. So just hang on with me and kind of hear me out, okay? So, um, I want to talk about the Evelyn and Chad situation. Let me go ahead and admit this right up front that I am so Team Evelyn. I have been ever since the second season. I admit it. I also admit the first season I wasn't feeling her. The first season of Basketball Wives is the show I'm referring to. I wasn't really feeling her. But then once I came out of my surface visualization of her, so to speak, am I making up some sham shit now? Probably so, but whatever. We'll just take that as what it's worth. Once I came out of that and really tried to examine her character, um, or her as a person, what I saw on her reality show, so to speak, I became a big fan. And let me tell you why I like Evelyn. I like anybody who is really honest about who they are, whatever that means. I think we live in a world today where so many people are just trying to fit in or trying to be something they're not, that when you see honesty and realness, you have to appreciate it on whatever level it's on. I think you just have to. And that's what I see with Evelyn. I see somebody who a lot of people take it as being this mean chick, this vile, evil diva, so to speak. I read that somewhere online today. Somebody said, and I was like, really? Okay. I see her as being a really honest human being whose shit is all out there on the table, and she's trying to deal with that and process it while living her life in the spotlight. And I hope you know what I mean. I see a sensitivity to her. I see also where she's vulnerable a lot, and I also see where she can be misinterpreted, so to speak. And I see insecurity there. And that's, to me, the makeup of a real person. Because all of us have all of that in ourselves, whether it's shown or not. Some of it more so than in others. And it's just, I just like the realness of her and what she has exhibited. Whatever that may be. I met Evelyn actually at a book signing, which really kind of sealed it for me. I got her book, The Inner Circle. I had read it before the book signing, and I was like, this is a damn good book. And she did write it with somebody, but it's a damn good book. And by the way, I think it's going to be like a series because the way this one ended, it has to be another one coming. So I just wanted to meet her and just try to get a take on her. And meeting her, let me tell you, first of all, let's just go by the surface stuff. Evelyn is fabulous. The body is on point. I even asked her a question. I was like, are you vegan? What do you eat? Do you work out twice a day? Please share. Because the body is so on point in person. And she told me, she said she was a pescatarian. She only eats fish, seafood. And she had cut meat out. And that had made a big difference. And of course, working out and all of that. And some people were like, well, I'm sure she's had some nip and tuck or whatever. But let me tell you this. Knowing from experience of 4 friends who have had tummy tucks and some other stuff done, you still got to work out and you still got to eat right. Because 2 of them have gained that weight back after they had paid that damn $6,000. So whether you get that or not, you still got to do some stuff with it. Never be fooled and think you just go lay on the knife, boom, that's it. You have to do some work. So the body is on point. She's beautiful. And also, let me tell you this. She talked, everybody who got their book signed, she made complete eye contact with you. She talked to you. She took a moment out for everyone, which kind of made her book signing go over time. But she was personable. It wasn't all Hollywood, just like, hey, how you doing? She made time to talk to everybody, and that meant a lot to me as just a person, not just a person meeting a celebrity, so to speak, but just person contact, when somebody makes eye contact with you, talks with you. Because she even remembered that I was the person who had asked about, was she vegan, how did she, what was her workout schedule, whatever. And she kind of talked to me about some other things, and she was like, you gonna stop eating meat? And I was like, I don't think so, but I am gonna up the ante on my workout. And what I have started doing is going vegetarian every other day. I have started doing that. So, and she just talked a little bit about that and, health and stuff. So she was very personable with everybody. And that was just a big plus for me. Now let's go back to the show and things that have happened on the show, where she's been called this bully or whatever. And by the way, let me just go ahead and admit that I think the word bully has become like the word hater, and hating is overused. That's just me. I'm not saying that bullying doesn't happen. I just think it's become overused. That's just me. Whatever, deal with it. Make your own video on it if you want to. But I see a person, when I looked at that show and really came up out of my own ego self to really examine what I was seeing, I saw a person who was just, what's the word? I can't even think of the word I want to use. But anyway, I saw someone who was loyal, very loyal. And a person, when you crossed her because of her loyalty to you, it was such a letdown. And this is how I'm able to identify, because I used to be that person. Meaning, I used to be that person, loyal to a fault, meaning growing up as an only child, even though I have a half sister, grew up in a separate house, so I grew up as an only child, who I took friendship very seriously. Not that I don't take it now, but I've learned more as I've gotten older to kind of let people breathe, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because I was a person who was so loyal, and if I didn't get that back, it just would crush me. I'd just be like, oh, how dare you, da, da, da. And then Virgo, only child, sensitive, all that. I mean, really, it's just really too much. And I remember a friend told me one time that I had heavy blood, and that's one of them Louisiana sayings. That means, like, if some shit sparks off, they know that you gonna delve into it. You're not gonna let the shit go till you get a satisfying answer. That type of person. She said, you got heavy blood, bitch. What, bitch? But anyway, not gonna about to get in there. But as soon as she said it, even though it pissed me off, I understood exactly what she was saying. So I'm that person sometimes. I have been that person and have grown out of it more and more as I've gotten older. But I know how it feels when you are loyal to someone, almost to a fault, and you feel like they betray you. Like you just can't stand it. Like it's just too much. So that's how I'm able to identify with Evelyn, because I allow myself to see her as a human, and then even able to identify with some of her stuff. Because let's admit it, y'all know me from my videos. I will go off if I get mad about something. Will I throw a bottle and stuff? Maybe not, but possibly can. I think we all have that in us. Then when you've got the cameras on you, you're on blast, somebody's fronting on you, then your ego comes in, and we all deal with that ego thing. You kind of feel like you got to prove yourself. And I think that's what happens with these reality shows, why people go overboard. Because ego comes into play, you're embarrassed, and damn it, you're not going to damn be embarrassed. That's kind of like what you're thinking. So that's my synopsis kind of on Evelyn, why I'm Team Evelyn. And I just like her because I think she's a real person. At least you know what you're getting. I don't see any pretense with her. And I just like the idea of the whole realness of it, because it is what it is. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. So let's go into the Evelyn and Chad thing. I was so disappointed in so many people. Here I am using that word again in this video. And this is across the board. This ain't just black folks. How we are basically saying that because of Evelyn, because Evelyn is the way we have perceived her, some of us, that she kind of deserves to be headbutt by her husband. I don't think so at all. Who? And when I heard headbutt, I was like, oh, he don't like her. That's the first thing that came to mind because I'm like, headbutt. Who? I was like, who headbutts their wife? That's something you do at some drunken bar brawl, something, your wife. And I just felt like, oh, that just rubbed me all the wrong way. Not that a slap or a punch or a kick wouldn't have rubbed me better, but I'm just saying, headbutt, who? No. Then the comments that came afterwards about how she deserved it, how she was, that's you get what you get. And like, are any of y'all involved with, like, I hope none of the people saying that are raising daughters. Or maybe some of the people are raising daughters and they just don't care. I don't know. But it just rubs me the wrong way. And I think we need to be very observing of the people around us, including ourselves, who make comments like that. Like, if you got into some shit, would they be there for you? Would they be giving you the side eye thinking you deserved it? And I have nothing against Chad at all. I think everybody's able to for is able to have redemption. I think everybody, including myself, all of us have done things that we have been redeemed for, that we hope, and if we haven't, that we hope to be redeemed for. So I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think he should be crucified. I don't think he should be X'd out and don't nobody talk to him for the rest of his life. But obviously he has some things to deal with. And if you read the statement that his statement about the situation, to me it just sounds, does it sound guilty to y'all? Because to me, if you didn't do it knowing the allegations, I'm coming out, I'm saying I didn't do it from the beginning to the end. That's just the way I'm taking it. I don't know. But we'll see how it works out. It's just, so much has happened to them in these last 2 to 3 days, from the domestic violence event to Evelyn's brother-in-law dying to Chad being fired and the show being canceled. It's just too much. So I think what we really need to do, because at the end of the day, they are real people. They aren't these people that are outside of any of us. They are real people who you may pass in the street. You just may, because they are real people that happen to be on TV. I just think we need to probably, if you were into this, send up some prayers for them. Hope for the best. Hope they're able to make the best of this situation, because it's just really a lot, and it makes you thankful to not be a celebrity, living your shit out in front of everybody, and just I think it makes us all, it should make us all just be thankful our shit ain't on blast, because don't act like we ain't all got some shit that could be on blast. So that's pretty much what I want to say about it. I'm going to wait for some more to see if some more develops, and then possibly come back to you and talk some more, if I feel it's worthy. But I just wanted to kind of tell you that how I felt about Evelyn, and let you know about my experiences, my experience with her, how I was feeling, why I was Team Evelyn, because I know a lot of people aren't. And I know it may have surprised some of you that I am. I don't know, but I just wanted to get that out. Anyway, thanks for listening. And of course, I'll see you again soon.